Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for November 2021. Okay, this is for your love life, it's for destiny. We're going to see Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, what is coming up for you. We're joined as well by Valentine, my cat. She's somewhere there. There she is, spark out on the bed. She loves a bit of tarot. We all love a bit of tarot. I'm a Pisces as well, so we love a bit of Pisces. Okay, what do we need to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. All are welcome. If this resonates with you, Pisces, there'll be an extended reading to this, and you can find the link in the description box. If you get to the end of the video and you like it and you think, yeah, I want to know some more, there'll be some more. Cards on the floor, the whole bit. Nice. What do we need to know for Pisces, 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 Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, Pisces, Pisces. Oh, nice. Let's have some energy. Oh, cool, Pisces. That one just slipped between my legs, as they say. What's going on in your life? Ooh. I think we'll have one more. That one. Oh, Pisces. Who's that? Okay. Overall energy cards for you, Pisces. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which I really, really like. This card, of course, Major Arcana, but also the feeling that anything can happen and that things are really open to you. And particularly as we have an eclipse as well on the 19th of this month, it feels to me like certain portals that have been unavailable or just, I wouldn't say closed, because I think when you are a Pisces, nothing is open or closed. I think Pisces is about flow. So let's just say your particular flow to that portal of whether it's your love life, whether it's an invitation to something, whether it's career, destiny, or all of those things, you weren't flowing in that particular direction, okay? Or you couldn't, it just wasn't going in that way, in the way that Pisces do. But now there is an opportunity that will happen. I feel like it will be around the mid-month and the time of that eclipse energy coming in. Okay, so have a look at that eclipse. You can Google it, just Google lunar eclipse, November 2021. Sorry, my contact lens is going a bit weird today. Okay, Wheel of Fortune as well is a card of luck and a card of grace and a card of fortune favours the brave. So Pisces, for some bravery that you have taken on, and this could be doing work on yourself one way or another, it can be some kind of boundaries that you lay down, or I do get for a lot of you it could be therapy, or it could be just some kind of investigating you've been doing into something, or you've been practicing something that pays dividends, it pays off. So actually with this Wheel of Fortune, it's not just like luck. You know, it's not, oh, all of a sudden you're lucky and the wheel turns and that's why you get there. You've kind of earned this luck. So make sure, Pisces never revels in anything in that way, but just enjoy it. Okay, enjoy it. Now there's some very interesting energy here. I'll have a look. Let's have a look at the cards. We might have to tune them in a little bit. Okay. No, we won't. That's a pretty good picture, actually. Right. Can you see, especially around here, there's a lot of work going on, like we just talked about. Just checking I've got my microphone on. There's a lot of work going on, like we just talked about. There's literal work here with this Seven of Pentacles. This is where you've invested in something. You can see that this workman, he's done a certain amount. He's got together this much money. this much harvest. He wants to reap what he sowed. He wants to reap the benefits of his hard work. And I don't blame him. Why wouldn't he want to do that, you know? This may also make you question where you're at. It might make you say to yourself, okay, I did X, Y, and Z. I put this much into something. Now what do I want to do? Do I stick or do I twist? What do I do? Also, for some of you Pisceans, if you look at this chap here, we've got the Page of Cups. It's giving me a really itchy nose, sorry. Page of Cups. So here he is, flummoxing around. He's sort of, he looks like he's about to go on stage, doesn't he? And that he is the kind of, the wee bard, you know. He's got a fish in a cup, which you have to think to yourself after not too long, it's not going to smell that great. It's not particularly enticing, but of course it's quite Piscean, he thinks. Somebody thinks they know what to offer you. They're in the sort of, I would say, as we enter the month of November, they're in the initial stages of thinking about it, putting it together, planning it. You know, pages are the initial energy. What do pages do when they've kind of reached the full of their, I can't speak at the moment, the fullness of their apprenticeship? They become the Knight of Cups. Sorry about that, I just thumped my Knight of Cups. Whack. Don't mean to do that, tarot. Okay, Knight of Cups. And this is where the page gets it together a bit. There's a big difference. He's still got the same cup, okay? The cup remains. But he's done himself up. He's gone off, he's got himself a horse, he's got an outfit, he's got some armour, he's got plumage. He's got excellent plumage. This is about upgrading. Somebody has been thinking about putting forward an offer to you. Now, it's most likely to be in the love department because Page of Cups and Knight of Cups traditionally, as well as being associated with the water signs of Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, are traditionally the love offer signs. God, why can't I not speak today? Are the love offer people, okay? So, but it can be also a job you love or doing something you love or even something from a friend. It can certainly be an apology when you get the Page of Cups, an explanation, a reach out. Somebody wants to reach out. They may try and do it at this stage, in which case it will be a bit clumsy. It will be a bit smelly fish in a cup, you know. But Pisces has a very compassionate nature. I'm sure you can kind of see through the difficulties that they're having expressing themselves to whatever the message is underneath. Failing that, they upgrade here, or maybe if you reject that particular offer, message, blurt, email, text, whatever it is, they go away and they level up. It's nice. It's nice to get an offer from the Knight of Cups. It's dashing. The horse is nice. The gear is nice. You think to yourself, So Pisces, there is something about this connection here that is going to make you work and think. Okay, there needs to be some, when Pisces says, you know, the W word of work, it's not in the same way I think as other people do it. I think for a Pisces, sometimes doing the work is very much this lady here, the High Priestess. This card does represent Pisces. And if you look, she has like a sheet of pomegranates, a cupboard full of pomegranates behind her. She's got like a moon at her feet. She's got all of the wisdom and the learned teachings. And she's got some authority in the same way that the Hierophant has, you know, the High Priest. But hers is so much more internal. Now you have that High Priestess together with the Queen of Cups. And note that we have the Page, the Knight, we have the Queen, and the only person missing is the King. The king is the absolute sort of, well, he's the counterpart to the queen. He's the masculine energy. She's the feminine energy of the suit. That's why she's always scrying or using the top of the cup to tell the fortune, because that's the way she operates. When she's exalted, she's the high priestess. Okay, this is you, Pisces. You want to, or will need to, or might just have to consider this offer that's coming into you, and the way that you consider it, not, getting a piece of paper out and going pros and cons, but actually sinking down into your feminine wisdom about this and doing whatever Pisceans need to do to reach answers will be good for you. Some other people might think that what you do to reach those answers is weird. It matters not, Pisces. It matters not. There's quite a lot of weirdness in this reading anyway. The connection that you have with this person, I'm just picking up that it is quite esoteric. They might be particularly, you might meet through spirituality, you might have met through spirituality, or just have like a telepathic link with this person. It's come up for a few star signs. I'm trying to think who it came. I think it came up for Gemini as well. So of course you could be dealing with a Gemini or an air sign. But either way, this has some kind of ritualistic or even slightly secretive nature to it. Some kind of behind the scenes magical, mysterious flavour to it. Okay? Now we've got this Two of Wands, and you notice that he's holding a globe and he's kind of on the edge of some territory here, thinking, where shall I set up this arrangement, this business, whatever it is. So for some of you, this might be starting your own business, joining someone else in partnership with business, because that can be the Knight of Cups as well. If it's to do with a love connection, there's something about this love connection to do with maybe long distance, moving somewhere, doing something in this sort of physical to make it happen. Or even for some of you, it can be that you haven't yet met this person. Maybe you've just been talking online. It hasn't actually been much face to face, and there's that kind of side of it. Or it can be long distance, or it can just be that there's something needed to bring you two more together. And I feel like if you do the work, as far as the work is, the High Priestess, you're gonna find out what that needs to be. Now, note these two cards down here, Pisces. Seven of Wands, Mars in Leo, and we've also got the Nine of Swords, the worry card. Something I think that is not talked about very much about Pisceans is the amount Pisceans can worry. Because Pisces has a very active imagination, that can work really well, obviously, for good daydreaming, and also, frankly, look at Steve Jobs, for good Einstein, for good business and entrepreneurial ideas. It works really well. But at the same time, when it comes to usually affairs of the heart, things like that, Pisces is the most creative worrier, okay? You know this about yourself, I think, if you're a Pisces. Whether you've got Pisces Sun or you've got a Pisces Moon or a Pisces Rising, this is going to be a factor. Not only can you worry, but you can project different universes where this happens, that happens, the other happens. I suspect they think this, they feel that. The imagination for this is endless, Pisces, okay? So be compassionate with yourself about that. Gosh, some enormous vehicle going down the middle of my road. Let's have some Romance Angel Oracle cards for this, Pisces, as well, please. I think in the extended reading, I'm going to look... Oh, we didn't do that. We're going to talk about that, actually. Seven of Swords. That's interesting. Okay, those of you that are training to be tarot readers or just doing it, you know, as a hobby, or you just enjoy it, notice when you, like that Seven of Swords, it was right there in the reading, but I didn't acknowledge it or see it. Notice when that happens. This is so invisible and so nowhere to be seen, okay? Seven of Swords is, it can be the snake in the grass, it can be doing something behind your back, you know, that kind of energy. I want to take one more card for that Seven of Swords. Because I tell you what I am interested in. If we look here at the cards, notice how the Seven of Swords is looking back at the Knight of Cups. It looks like you have someone whose intentions are very good here. But here, there's somebody who's not too pleased about that. With the Mars in Leo energy as well, there's someone who might want to fight you for something, or get in the way of something, or create opposition to something. Let's have a card for the Seven of Swords. What do we need to know about the Seven of Swords? You. Page of Wands. Fire sign energy again, okay? So this might be a fire sign person who is just not too pleased, yeah. Five of Wands, more wands. Look, when you get the Five of Wands, it's not big. It's not a big interference, but it's a small interference, or lots of small interferences. If this is to do with work or business, you might find there's somebody who wants to just create red tape so that you can't get on in your own free-spirited way. If it's to do with relationships, someone doesn't appreciate your free spirit, or the fact that somebody else, maybe who they had their eye on, wants to offer you something. I don't think it pleases them, and I think a sense of competition, and with that Seven of Swords, they might be looking like at your social media, or I don't know, the outward appearance of things. There's jealousy. It feels like jealousy. It feels like envy. Again, Pisces, if you're experiencing this, it's High Priestess energy. Okay, High Priestess and Queen of... God, I'm so itchy. That's definitely, if I'm getting an itchy nose on it, Pisces, it's that bad. There's something going on. Get into your High Priestess energy. Get into your Queen of Cups energy. Sink into that. You don't change a thing, because you are who you are, and if you're a Pisces, you've got no chance of actually being someone else, because you're so many different people anyway. It's like, if you want to change, how many different people do you want to change into that you've already been and will be? Okay. Romance Angel Oracle cards for Pisces. Yeah, I like this a lot. I'm going to look at that one first, actually. Finances and career. There seems to be a link between your love life and your ability to pull energy and money towards you, and success. I feel like, particularly if you have done the work, or whatever you want to call it, you're pulling in a success that maybe you previously didn't have. This could even be amongst your friendship group. Sometimes friendship groups are formed, or friendships are formed around a mutual disappointment. Say, if you're both single and you very much don't want to be, maybe you particularly hang out with one person and, you know, you talk about being single, and then of course you get an offer and that person is not exactly thrilled for you. That kind of energy could come into this. But also anyone to do with your abundance, watching your abundance, just feels like with that Seven of Swords, they want to stand in your way. They can't, I don't think. It's safe for you to love, Pisces. Open your heart. I think that's what this Page of Cups and Knight of Cups person is going to be asking you to do. But of course, for a Pisces, there needs to be some wooing and some invitation. Okay, so allow them to put forward their first invite, their first opener, the smelly fish in a cup, whatever it is. If that doesn't suit you, Pisces, don't be afraid to not take that as their first and only offer. If that is their first and only offer, well, it's not good enough maybe, or maybe it is, you know, you need to make that decision. If not, they will upgrade. We've got that Knight of Cups. True love. Nice. This is the romance of a lifetime with honeymoon, the bliss of spending time together. Actual time, just you and this person. And again, that might make somebody else jealous, but even so, who cares? I think is what we're saying, Pisces. Often Pisces cares a lot about stuff like that. It won't do any good. You can't diminish yourself to make someone else happy, because honestly, you couldn't diminish yourself enough to satisfy that energy. And why would you? Okay. And then flirt. That also is maybe what's getting up someone's nose a little bit, that Pisces, I think, is quite naturally good at connecting with people. And I suppose I wouldn't even call it flirting, I'd just call it connection with people. I think that's your kind of God-given gift, Pisces. Now, if you're single as well, it's a good time to get your disco dating pants on, whether that's, you know, online or in person, depending on what's going on where you are at the moment. It feels like you could get a lot of offers, okay? It feels like single or coupled actually here, you're going to get a lot of offers, which why not? Good for you. I'm just taking an animal spirit card for you, Pisces. Okay, in the extended reading, I'm going to unpack that Seven of Swords a bit more as well, and also look at the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, and also look at how they feel about you, about the person who seems to be a bit distant in some way, and where they're coming from and where it's going, what the potential is. You get deer spirits. This is one of my favourites. I just love these. These are Colette Baron Reid's Spirit Animal Oracles. This is about being a gentle touch. Now, I don't really need to say this to Pisces, because Pisces, I think, are a very gentle touch anyway. But I just want to say that if you are dealing with somebody who is behaving... Sorry, I'm just looking for my oracle cards here. If you're dealing with someone who is... being a bit out of sorts with you and you can't quite work it out, Pisces, very often unexplained hostility is envy or jealousy, okay? And very, very often people don't want to say, I'm feeling really jealous. You know, they don't want to say it. They don't want to come out with that. It's, you know, a very human thing to want to hide that. So maybe if you can, and I think Pisces can, because I think this is your strong point, just be a bit compassionate towards that, okay? Let's have some angel therapy advice. This is, let me just tuck those in before they all escape. This is Doreen Virtue. These are great cards, actually. Doreen Virtue's angel therapy cards. Ooh, nice. That is interesting. I'm going to have 3 of these. Oof, we've got 4 of those. Stuff it. Right. Do you remember we had a big strong gold look, Pisces, here at the High Priestess? This is a very, very, very important card. If you want to, and because you're Pisces, I'm going to suggest this. You could do a little meditation on this, like just give yourself 5 minutes of lovely Pisces daydream time, which Pisces loves anyway. You know, get the cat on your knee or whatever. I'm thinking about it already, Val. And then imagine yourself as the High Priestess. You can either do that, or you can imagine you go and visit the High Priestess, whichever suits you better. If you visit her, ask her a question, see what you do. Do you pick up her stuff? Do you become her trainee? Do you take her place where she says, I'm dying for a pee? Do you want to just sit here and be the High Priestess? And you're like, yep, I can do that. Get into that energy, okay? Get into your Piscean energy, because what I've got for you is you are profoundly clairvoyant, and you are in November. You are all the time anyway. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching and guidance. But I think as well it's healing, teaching and guidance to yourself as well. And Pisceans can be everybody's best friend in terms of healing, teaching and guidance, and often leave themselves out of the equation. Yeah, Pisces, you know I'm talking to you. Okay. Then we get, these are all very, and these cards are not all like this. So you've got all of a type. Third eye chakra. Beautiful, aren't they? Look at that. That's such a Piscean blue. A bit like my nails. Mermaid blue. Actually, it's called boyfriend blue, this colour. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms. Losing my voice, Pisces. Such as angels, auras and visions. In other words, Pisces, you do all that weird stuff that you do the telepathic stuff, do the itchy nose stuff. Mine is, you know, I get hay fever symptoms when I'm really channeling. Don't know why. Croaky voice, itchy nose, all sorts of stuff, and then I'll stop making the video, completely goes away. It's not there when I start the video, it's not there when I stop the video, but it's there when I'm doing this kind of work. There you go, that's how it is for me. I'll be very surprised if you don't have your own little idiosyncrasies, Pisces. Instead of trying to avoid them, don't even apologise for them to that Seven of Swords person. Drill down, get into them, be it. Be that High Priestess. If you want, paint on the High Priestess. Do a High Priestess picture. Any of that stuff. Get right into it, Pisces. Mediumship. Now, it says here you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. For me, mediumship also is for people who are still here in this particular 3D. Okay, it can be people who have departed the 3D, but also people who are still in it. Previous versions of yourself, logically other possible universes, all kinds of weird stuff. It's like being what they call the hollow bone. Do any channeling, okay? For people who are on the other side or here, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's a bit of whatever. Go with it, okay? Past life issue. This situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. This is only for one or two of you, okay? Because I'm just, again, channeling something. Some of you may have had, and this is just mad, so I'm just going to go with it, previous past life experiences of being a witch or having that kind of stigma attached. And again, this is coming up in the forms of a bit of jealousy. I feel like that fear, people might fear your High Priestessness and kind of try to shut it down a bit. And that may be something you've been through before. Pisces, I'm loving your reading. Right, I'm going to go do your extended. We're going to look at your person, how they feel about you, what is the best way forward, and if there's anything, we're going to go a bit High Priestessy ourselves in it and see what's behind the scenes. Yes, I'm up for it. Links in the description box. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.